Morning. Let's start it. It shows how uneventful the starting of the RS6 is, right?
Fossil fuels considered forgotten. I think the NAs will make a big comeback.
Yeah, man.
You know, and all the turbos will depreciate like crazy.
I have a friend who last night.
I know what they're doing. So, gotta wait.
Okay.
Then you wait.
Really? She decided that.
Yeah.
She decided that.
She didn't see you
that's
going.
it. She's like.
You could like if you want to.
I can. It's just that I want to see her come down from her car, so that. She's like, no fucks given.
Yeah, exactly. No consideration at all. No fucks given. That's right.
Yeah. So my friend was considering between the Panamera, the new Panamera 2.9 liter.
Panamera 2.9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a Lexus LC 500. Do you know that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That is a 5 liter V8, right?
Yeah.
Do I make a U-turn here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
There's no going up from here.
Which way are you going now?
We're heading to Remus Place, right?
Ah, okay. Sunway.
Okay.
I love this car. Bloody hell.
Oh, nice. Happy you like it.
It's got very current interior as well.
Mm.
Yeah, it hasn't dated at all.
They have a newer version of this, which I absolutely hated. It's all touch-sensitive buttons here,
Oh,
and they
no.
remove the clock,
Oh,
right? And you know these buttons, they are all milled from a single piece of aluminium. All this. In the new one, they turned it to touch-sensitive buttons.
nah, this is the way to go.
These are all aluminium buttons. Yeah,
It's like the 308 GTS and the 328 GTS.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Look at the difference.
You shared that video that day, right? Your morning drive in KL.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of.
Did you see me do the 360 in the front of the police station?
No.
That was the video.
I'll go back and finish it.
Yeah. They were looking at me and I did a donut in front of them. And they just laugh. They just
Nice.
They're pretty cool.
Nice.
And did you see that the policeman I overtook in the smart tunnel?
No.
I put an arrow in the video saying police.
I saw you shared it, so I clicked for a bit, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come back and finish this.
It says I think it's called Good Morning KL or something.
So the start of your video, I saw the gauges, the what do you got? The switch gears and all that.
It's
Wow.
all cable.
So that is the 308.
Yes. Then when it came out with 328, they started using electronic buttons.
And all that
Yeah.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And the 308 is all cable operated.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
That car is still in your cafe, right?
Yeah, it is. It's been there for 4 years now.
Do you start it?
No, not at all.
Crap.
I start the bikes, but not that car. Anyway, it needs a new clutch. So if I even want to put it back on the road.
4 years in your cafe, not moving.
No.
You don't
No.
just need a new clutch, man. I think the hoses
No,
and
before
all
that
that
it's
are
set-
gone, right?
Before that it had a bit of a refresh on it.
Okay.
So it was just a clutch that needed to be,
But what about the hoses and all that? All the oil,
I don't know.
like sitting there.
I don't know, it remains to be seen. I did think of getting it back to running.
Yep, yep.
But if I do that, I think I'll just drive it for a few months and I'll probably put it back in.
Ah, alright.
Because the power windows, it needs help. Your left hand needs to help it out. And the wiper blades.
Yeah, they don't sing.
No, at the highest speed, it's not enough for our rain.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. They're pretty slow.
Yeah. But apart from that car is totally analog.
Nice.
No traction control, nothing.
Uh-huh.
So I can be in the traffic light. If I want to do a U-turn,
Yeah.
I flip it, it's 180, facing the other way.
Oh.
You know, now with the modern cars now, even if you switch off traction control, it's pretty hard to do that.
Yeah.
Somehow
Too much traction,
Yeah.
too much weight and all that. So the 308 is even earlier than the 355, right?
Oh
Way
yeah,
earlier,
yeah.
Way earlier, right?
It's 308, 328, 348, 355,
Ah.
360,
Yeah, 430,
430, 458, 488.
F8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was in the 455.
God, we are car geeks. God, that's awful.
I was
It's
in the,
awful that the fact that we both could do that. We do it in time next time.
No, the older ones, I'm not sure. You know, from 355 onwards, yes, I can. You know.
The older ones like, okay. Can you do that with 911s? Come on, let me test you.
Oh, no,
start,
I can't.
Start from SC.
I can't.
No?
I can't. I only can do it like from. I always confuse between 930 and 964,
Okay.
and then after that I'm okay, but before that I can't.
I think it goes like this: 911,
Mm-hmm.
911 3.0, the 930, 911 SC.
Mm-hmm.
After
What about the
911 Carrera.
G-series, whatever?
Oh, those are way back. I don't know
Oh,
much.
okay.
I don't know much about those. Those are
Ah.
like 1960s, 70s, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I know the modern, the classic ones from.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it goes like this. It goes.
From the 964 onwards, right?
Yeah, it goes 911 SC,
Yeah.
911 Carrera,
Yep.
964,
Yep.
933,
Mm-hmm.
996, the first water cooled,
Yeah.
997,
Yeah. These are okay.
991.
991.2,
992,
992, yeah. These I'm fine. It's just that from the older ones, I got confused.
yeah.
And then there are a lot of times where people point at the 964 and tell me, and the 930, they look the same to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, a trained eye that can spot the difference.
Yeah.
Like you can tell different Aston Martins, I'm sure. Right?
I only like Aston Martins that are from the more recent era.
Right.
You know, not the old, the James Bond era and all that.
Right.
Yeah, those are nice, but I have no knowledge of them.
Actually, this morning I was just reading about
Yes.
the different tags for modern classics, what they are, classics, what they are.
Uh-huh.
You know, a lot of people see classic car like say a 993, 911, they go, oh, vintage. It's not.
Yeah.
Vintage are those cars from like Model T Fords and all that.
Yes.
So, you know, I start learning about the different categorization and all that.
Vintage is like 20s, 30s, right?
Yes, exactly.
Then classics is 40s, 50s, 60s.
Yes.
Then I think the 80s, 90s, they are not called classics. They call it a modern classics or something like that.
Well, apparently modern classics doesn't have an age.
Okay.
It's just when it's still considered cool. Yeah. So a modern classic is like 997 GT3.
Or they call it a young timer, right?
I've never heard that. It's interesting, isn't it? The car world, the car culture.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But you are also into bikes. You are like
Actually, yeah. I started with cars and cars,
yeah.
but you know, cars got so unaffordable that I just went to bikes. You know, because I can get 6 different kind of bikes and have 6 different experiences
Yeah.
for the price of half a exotic car. So it's only like the past 3 years I got back into cars again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm happy. Like, are you forever on bikes now? When I saw your Facebook updates, so when you're back in cars and you're doing your Porsche trip in Thailand,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, you know, I come from a old school stick shift manual, you know, heel and toe, double D clutch.
Whoa.
I come from that, you know. And my F1 interest era was 1999, 2000, 2001, you know.
Yeah.
So my business involved me with F1 world. So I was dealing with a lot of drivers.
How are you involved with F1?
Well, because a lot of people don't know, but my company was the company I worked for.
Yeah, okay.
Was the first one in F1, not Petronas, not any of those.
Oh, for Malaysia, right?
Yes, we were the first to be involved in F1, and it was directly from my negotiations with F1.
Yeah.
So I used to deal, for my first deal, I dealt with the late Tom Walker show, TWR, who won Le Mans for Jaguar.
Okay.
So I dealt directly with him. So from that point on,
what's the first team that you sponsored?
Minardi. Arrows.
Arrows.
Yeah. Second team was Minardi.
Okay.
And
And then the team that Alex was in?
Was Minardi.
It was Minardi.
Yes, and we sponsored them for the 2 seasons.
Okay.
And Alex was in half a season first one and the full season the next. Yeah.
Nice.
So that was dealing with a guy called Paul Stoddart from European Aviation. But yeah. So we were very aggressive with our motorsports.
I reckon it costs a lot, right?
Well, you know, between us.
Whoa!
I love this guy.
It pulls, Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to seriously look into one.
Yes, it's lovely!
I really.
When it
The one that we went to see with that. Was that a stock exhaust?
Yeah.
Really?
You just listen to it, you know, it's a lovely sound.
It's really fantastic.
Especially when I was like sort of speeding, when someone cuts into my lane, right? I have to do a heavy braking, right? The car just goes wong, wong, wong. Oh,
It's brilliant. It's a V12, yeah?
Yes, it's a V12.
So I think you should really take this to London. Take it to London like you want to.
See, that's the thing. I'm
Just
imagining the scenery, you know, the view and all that.
You know, the other thing, Bobby, is that we were talking about increasing your suspension, right?
Yeah.
But maybe what you can do is try to find special wheels which are smaller in size, but with thicker tires. That's another way to do it.
Yeah.
It will look as cool to you, but you want to get there in one piece. So.
Yes.
And you want to have comfort too. So.
Yeah.
I know where you can put your clothing line to hang to dry your clothes. Oh, but you have people in the back, so.
Yeah. This car has a large boot at the back. Yeah. So,
Okay, I think I'm gonna get a repeat.
Yes.
I just saw your back seats. The back seats look like front seats.
Yeah.
I love it. Look at that.
Yeah, man. And you can fold them down. Then you can put large objects in.
Oh, I think this car is a forgotten car.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know how good it is, like me.
Yes. It's a lovely
Until
car.
I met you, and I never knew how good this car is. In every way. Interior, exterior, engine.
Yep.
What more do you want? Those are 3 out of 3, right?
Yeah, the engine is just lovely.
Oh, it's fantastic.
So you have your GT3.
Yeah.
And then you're getting your California. So what other cars you still have now? That you're still
I got my 1995 993, 911.
Oh, where is it? Sarawak?
In Sarawak, yeah.
Okay, alright.
And that's, And I love that car. I mean, it's not the fastest car in the world, but it's just the feel, the whole feel, and the whole classic analog feel, that hydraulic steering, whatever you want to call it, you know?
That's the best dashboard.
It's fantastic. I love the dashboard. You like that?
Yeah, out of all generations of 911.
Yeah.
That one is beautiful.
The 964 and 993 had the same dashboard, pretty much. Then they changed to the 996. And that's pretty much the one that people didn't like. They didn't like the lights, they didn't like the interior.
I'm okay with the exterior, just that the interior looks like it melted, you know, it's like everything melted. 996.
Oh yeah?
Everything looked melted.
So you don't mind the egg lights?
I don't mind.
Oh yeah.
I used to hate it.
I don't mind it.
I used to hate it, but recently I kind of like it. I don't know why, it grows onto me.
Right.
Yeah.
I have did you see my 996 Turbo?
No.
So that's the inlines.
Ah.
And a lot of people don't like it, but I find it fine.
No, it's jammed here, and the idiot XC90 is tailgating me. Yeah, from afar I can already see it comes to a halt. But that XC90 was tailgating me.
Volvo drivers.
Yeah.
You know, they always go BMW drivers.
Yeah.
Maybe it's your buddy.
No, I'm not sure. I was like, hey, I need to do heavy braking in front, you know, and this guy is like tailgating me.
I mean, every time I see a screen now,
Yeah.
I think of my broken screen. I just dropped that 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
And it's been bugging me ever since.
Go and get a new one. Are they good? These Samsung tablets?
Oh, they're
great, right?
get the one don't get the expensive one, which is 3,000. Get the one I bought.
Okay, 1,000.
It's 1,003,
Alright.
and it's all you need. And you know, unlike Apple, I'm not a Samsung what do you call it, promoter.
I like Apple too, but
Apple
overcharged, huh?
overcharged,
Yes,
and they remove the stereo speakers. They make you pay for it by paying for the bigger end. But
Nonsense.
Samsung with the 1,003, you get the stereo speakers.
Ah.
And I bought that Samsung pad. It's called the 5E. I bought it just before MCO, thankfully, because otherwise I wouldn't have survived the bloody 3 months without a pad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have only my phone.
So you have that 996 turbo. You still have it? No.
Yeah, I still have it.
You still have it?
Yeah,
the
but
996 turbo.
it should be gone within a few weeks. I'm selling it, so
Really?
yeah, I'm selling it.
Why? You just
Because okay, I don't need it. It's okay. It's really pop. Okay, the 996 turbo.
But I thought 996 turbo prices are slowly getting up.
Yeah, that's why I'm selling it. I'm selling for a bit more than what I paid.
Other
So,
price.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right.
But you know, 996 turbo, the engine is so fantastic. It's so fast. You look at it from the exterior.
Yeah.
It's squat. It sits so well. Everything looks good about it.
And it's a small car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it doesn't thrill me.
Okay.
It's boring to drive.
Yeah.
I don't look forward to getting into it and going somewhere with it.
Because it's a turbo?
I don't know what it
Compared
feels.
to your
It feels
GT3.
heavy.
Compared to your GT3,
Yeah,
right?
it feels heavy and all
Oh
that.
my god, your GT3, the way it sounds.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
My god.
That's an full system Akrapovic exhaust.
Oh. And you sold your Mito.
What's that?
You sold not Mito. What am I talking about? 4C.
Alfa Romeo.
Huge difference between a Mito and a 4C.
Yeah, I've never had a Mito in my life. I'm sure Mito's a good car. But yeah, the Alfa Romeo 4C, I sold that.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to sell it, but someone came up, saw it,
Yeah, you told me that.
offered me, and I said no.
How does that car feels to drive?
Well, everyone says
It needs a proper engine, right?
It's a 1.8 litre, 1.75 litre.
Turbo.
Yeah, and mine has got the reflash, so
Yeah.
it's a 280 horsepower
Yeah.
in an 895 kilogram car.
Definitely. I mean,
It's fast as hell.
from paper,
Oh, it
I'm
feels
sure, right?
it feels really fast. It
Yeah.
feels as fast as my GT3.
Yeah.
From the 60 to 90, 90 to 110, 110 to 100, feels really fast. It's exciting. Every time I get into the car, I'm excited to want to drive it.
Nice. How does it sound?
Good, pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Because mine has the sport exhaust, and now the new models you get them with the Akrapovic exhaust. You know, I went to the Akrapovic factory. Okay, it's Slovenia. I was riding my bike down to Greece, and I knew it was there. I was riding with a friend. I said, let's go visit this factory. They're here somewhere. And you know, it was so hard to find because they were not on the Google map.
Really?
Yeah. So we asked people to stop us. It was in a farm area,
Okay.
and you see them in the distance there. So we started riding in,
Yep.
and we see all this titanium
Tubes.
they're just the tubes before they're
Yep.
bent. And they're all outside, stored outside,
Oh.
under shade. So the guard asked us what we're doing. I said, I just want to visit the factory.
Yeah, you didn't point at your exhaust.
No, I did. The guard, so the guard called someone, and these two people came out, executives. They went,
Yeah.
yes, can we help you?
Yeah.
I said, I just want to visit. You know, I'm from Malaysia, and I was like, I said, you rode your bike all the way here to visit us? You know, I said, yeah. I said, I don't have Akrapovic on this, but on my other bikes in Malaysia, they're all using Akrapovic.
Yeah.
And I put them on my cars and whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't. I didn't have any cars at that time yet. So they said, oh, we can't show you certain parts because we have a special project going on.
Yeah.
So we can't let you see the cars that are in there.
Wow.
But you came all this way, so please, we have to give you something. So they got T-shirts, they got
Oh!
keychains, all that. Took photos with me, and
Oh!
so yeah, I posted on Facebook. Like my visit to Akrapovic.
That's what I want to do.
That's how it's pronounced, by the way.
Akrapovic, right?
Yeah,
A lot of people pronounce
Akrapovic.
right?
Yeah.
Akrapovic. Damn.
Yeah, good times.
I want to know their stories. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, Slovenia is like an ex-Soviet country, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Actually, Slovenia is ex-communist, but it was a part of Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia.
Not a part of Russia.
So they broke up in the '92 war.
Slovenia broke up in the 90...
Yugoslavia war, right?
Yeah, the Yugoslavia war. Yeah.
I mean, that's an invasion.
And then the rest broke up during the Bosnian War.
That's an actual invasion. We all know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, from NATO. Anyway. Wow, I really need your advice when I'm doing when I'm about near to properly do my planning for my trip.
I don't think you want me to advise you. You know what they say about advice, don't you? You know what they say about advice?
What's that?
Advice are like assholes. Everyone has one. So, yeah, I can definitely point you the right way. What mistakes not to make.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, as opposed to what advice I can give.
Because I have no idea how to do all the documentation and all that, what to prepare. And then there were some people who say that, some countries, even if you have done all the documentation, you still need to bribe them just to go in, and all that.
Yeah, to some extent.
Right?
Yeah. Especially if you're on a four wheel. Two wheels is different. Four wheels is a little bit harder still.
Alright.
Why? Because there's more space for you to hide things.
Okay.
So they use that as the excuse for.
Yep.
But yeah. And what car you drive and what bike you drive is also a big difference. Like in South America, I was traveling with guys from Britain.
Yeah.
They were riding BMWs. I was riding a Yamaha, beat up old Yamaha I bought for £1,000 in Buenos Aires. Whenever we got stopped with to do the under table money thing, they gave $10 I gave $5 because I was on a beat up Yamaha.
I should have gone up.
Oh no.
No,
go left.
It's correct.
Go left, do the U-turn.
Yeah, I forgot the direction. Yeah, it's here, right?
Yep.
Correct.
But in terms of documentation, there's nothing I say that can make it change. It's just a set procedure for everything.
Okay.
How I can help is to tell you how to pack. Everyone always, when they go on a world tour, or whether it be on bike or the car, they bring too much stuff.
Yeah.
You don't need 2/3 of the stuff you thought you would need it. Yeah. So just in terms of clothing, I always tell my friends, when you pack to go on a bike ride, put everything on your bed. And just before you put it into your bag, half it. Half everything, and then put that. Yeah. And you still be taking too much stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So you will reactivate your channel, huh?
Yeah, okay, I'll take your advice.
No.
I'll go and do that tonight, and then see how. But like I said, my channel's everything from snowboarding to motorcycles to cars to how to open an egg without having to peel it. That kind of stuff,
But these are the kind of stuff that people are interested, So,
yeah, if I reactivate, I'll put my visit to the Playboy Mansion.
Oh really?
Yeah, I got.
You visited the Playboy Mansion?
Yeah, I went there for a party, and it's all the still shots are on Facebook.
Yeah.
But I didn't do any videos. Yeah. I didn't think there are a lot of videos when I went for that party.
Okay.
Bike. That's nice.
I'm not sure if other cars will be able to pass.
It's okay. Just leave it here for now. I think move forward a bit so I can get up. Yeah. Okay, that's it.
I need to just.
I should get one, even though I don't need one, right?
So, the interesting person that I had a conversation with just now is none other than the famous, the legendary Mr. Alex Wong. And of course we all call him Alex Stmrock Wong. He is a legend in itself, you know. He's a Malaysian national jet ski champion, and he is a very, very accomplished driver. Alright, he drives his cars. He's not just a collector. He has exceptional driving skills, and he's also a singer, songwriter, composer. He is a professional photographer. He's like all in one, in a way. Alright, and he was also the main reason that Malaysia has a foray into Formula 1, right? Yes. And I can't wait to start doing collaborative videos with him. I can't wait to tell all you guys about his channel, his journeys. He has driven from Malaysia to Europe. He has rode his bike solo across Russia, Siberia, Alaska, the jungles of South America. Madness, all right, and he did a color explosion tour of Thailand, where he wrapped his GT3 in all colors. It was also featured in the International Porsche magazine. He's an avid Porsche owner. Why I didn't say avid Porsche collector? Because he drives his cars. He drives them, you know, he don't just keep them. He takes care of his car, he drives them, and create memories with them. And I think he will be invaluable, basically, in terms of giving me advice on my dream journey, driving from KL to London in a way. It's so nice to be able to meet and know and become friends with these larger than life personalities, you know. And I kept telling him, bro, you have so many interesting stories to tell, you know, why don't you just one for example, he became one of the few who rode his bike from the southernmost of South America to the northernmost of North America. The entire journey, the drive, consists of almost 40,000 kilometers, right? And that is more than a round of the Earth's circumference alone. He did that journey alone. And the photos, the pictures that he collected throughout the whole journey is just amazing. And then he published it into a book that he gave me a copy. And the book is just all his personal journals where it was written by him on hand throughout his entire journey. And then it was published into a book, and then he sold like more than 700 over copies of his book, and the sales from the book itself covered the costs of his trip. You know, it's amazing. It's just wonderful to see people who has done it, you know. And he was telling me that if I were to be driving from KL to London in 5 years' time, do prepare a huge paper map where we can mark where we are, and give the paper map, each of us one copy. I have one copy, my wife will have one copy, and then both my kids, and then they can write whatever they like on it. And then after we got back from the trip, whether the map has been torn or with coffee stains and all that, frame it up, you know. these kind of things, you know, it's just amazing. And I'm so happy that his cafe in Kuching is now our Evo Clubhouse in Kuching, where Stephen Au, the new reviewer that joins into Aurizn, will hopefully be organizing some activities, some meetups with our fans and our audience in Sarawak and East Malaysia, basically Sabah and Sarawak, and Brunei as well. So I can't wait to engage with our car enthusiasts in East Malaysia at Feast and Furious Cafe. And Feast and Furious Cafe is just amazing. It is almost like a cafe that collects everything that Alex Wong collected throughout his life in motorsport, in jet ski, in biking. You know, he bought an F1 car and hang it on the wall of his cafe. He bought a Grand Prix bike and put it inside as well. Chris Wee donated a ton of his little cars to Alex Wong so that he can display it in his restaurant, and he even parked his own Ferrari 308 there. Amazing. So yeah, I think he's a person who knows what living is all about. I mean, you work hard, and then you create memories. I think that's the most important thing. That's the biggest outtake that I've gotten from him. And yeah, of course I'm not as fuss free as him. He's single, and but nevertheless, it's good to see people that there are something that you can take out from it, and hopefully know that some of the wildest thoughts that I have aren't crazy ideas, and in fact things that are logical, I guess. Alright, so yeah, that's about it. Cheers, guys.